And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh my God. We're having a little have a little pump fun on Sunday today. One of the cryptos we're gonna go over, we're gonna spend about 10 minutes on this, and then we'll go on. So the crypto is Nile, Nile. There's your code. So copy that code right there. If you're interested in this crypto and learning more about it, go to, I believe it was Phantom Wallet, put that code right there into a Phantom Wallet, and there you go. Now, why are we talking about this one? It's amazing. Now, if any moderator, let's see, Crypto She-Hulk, what I'm going to do is put this contract code in again. And if Crypto She-Hulk could be the one to copy and paste it for brand new people that show up, I'd appreciate that. I don't know if she's buying the crypto or not, but this will be the code so everybody could see it. And you have to drag it and then copy paste. Mr. OG. Okay, here we go. My name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor at all. I don't know anything about cryptocurrencies. I don't know anything about finances. Everything on the show is a lie. Don't believe a word that I say. All the cryptos on the show, we don't even study them at all. I just ask Zoltar here, and he gives us financial advice. That's what the show is based on. This toy right here, okay? Hold on a second.
I see you over there.
Mom?
Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
Oh, you got that right. Thanks, Zoltar. Zoltar picked the crypto for today. And let's look at, here's the article right here for this. What are they doing? They're going to buy like $10 million worth of XRP and put it in their treasury. Now, we discussed this crypto earlier. XRP set to anchor treasury strategy as Hyperscale Data evaluates long-term hold plan. There's a company called Hyperscale Data. It's massive, okay? And it's locking XRP onto its balance sheet with unwavering conviction, reinforcing its bold crypto strategy as it advances deeper into AI infrastructure leadership. XRP stays on the balance sheet with Hyperscale Data planning aggressive hold period. There's a company, it's on the New York Stock Exchange. It's called Hyperscale Data. They announced this week that it proposed acquisition of up to $10 million of XRP, and it will be retained exclusively on its balance sheet. Unaffected by the potential divestiture of its subsidiary Alt Capital Group, the company reaffirmed that even if the spinoffs occur around December 31st, 2025, as tentatively planned, ownership of the XRP assets will not shift to ACG. So this company, Hyperscale, owns other companies. Now, Alt Finance, that's going to become a crypto exchange called Altcoin, which is not out yet. But this is one of the biggest deals. They're getting set up. Hyperscale is continuing on its path to become a pure play data center business. And we believe this XRP acquisition strategy will be a key part of the company's overall treasury strategy. While Hyperscale Data repositions itself as a core infrastructure, here we go, provider in the AI and high-performance computing sectors, it also clarified ACG's separate intentions. ACG, which is the alt group, intends to initiate its own XRP accumulation strategy, and the company will provide stockholders with an update on ACG's XRP acquisition strategy and previously announced XRP lending platform in the coming months. Investors holding Series F preferred stock must agree to exchange their shares to receive equity in ACG beginning August 12th, 2025. So that's in what, 9 days? 9 days from now. 9 days from now, Hyperscale Data will release weekly reports summarizing XRP-related activities and cumulative holdings. This is going live, people, in like 9 days from now. Just letting you know. To further align with long-term strategic initiatives, the company is evaluating a 36-month lockup period for its XRP holdings. That means once they buy them, they're not selling them at all. Subject to internal milestones and overall market conditions. Additionally, the board of directors is actively considering expanding the previously announced 10 million in XRP. They're probably going to buy more, like 20, 30 million or something. I don't know the exact number. The company believes that XRP offers significant potential as a scalable and efficient digital asset provider. Now, what we have here is this company, Hyperscale Data. Here is their website right here. Let me show you this. Hyperscale Data Center, colocation hosting services for the emerging AI ecosystems. They have 400 milliwatts of power. They run a data center. They're going to be running AI and crypto. They got 3 locations in the U.S. and the United States. This is the Hyperscale Data. Now, in this Hyperscale Data, you have a company called, they own Nile. And that's where this Nile crypto comes from. Let me look them up. This is Nile. It's a gaming crypto. Let me look up the parent company again. Hyperscale. Also, if you guys want to buy the stock, it's on the New York Stock Exchange. The stock ticker is GPUS, George Paul Union Sam. There's a Yahoo. So yeah, Mr. OG's posting some information about the Hyperscale Data. It's 66 cents. Here's information on Hyperscale. Let me send this to you if you're interested. This is a very massive opportunity. This is a real company. It's been around for like 30 years, and they own, oh, dang. Hold on a second. Dan's coming in with a whole lot of cash somehow. Must have robbed a bank or something. Let me get my information here. We got Dan. Dan might have made some money earlier or wants to. Dan, we got 499. That was August 3rd. Okay, that'll work. Always a pleasure doing business with you, Danny boy. Here is the market watch. Let's do a copy and a paste because I kind of got forgotten there. Dan, thank you very much for that donation. I hope to make you, I don't want to say a lot of money because that's not my job. I hope to educate you with really brilliant crypto that's going to be exploding. August 12th, everybody, this thing's taken off with the XRP and the data center, Hyperscale. You can look right here at Market Watch. It tells you the price of their stock is 67 cents right now. I'm looking at the specs of it. I can't make out a lot of this because I'm not a financial advisor, but this is a very interesting company. Their stocks, this company runs a data center, and you're getting in on, so they're doing a complete restructure, and you're getting in on something super early. Edge Calls, welcome to the Crypto Hulk show as an entry-level member. And let's take a look again. So there we got that. So what Nile, let me do a little search here. I'm going to do a Google search. I'm going to do a, if you do this right here, I'm going to send you the search I'm doing right now, copy and a paste. I'm going to show you Nile. So Hyperscale Data owns Nile, just so you know. And there is Nile Holdings Incorporated. So when you look up, let's look at this. I'm going to read it to you. Nile Holdings, that's the crypto Nile, is a diversified holding company that has been involved in Bitcoin mining, data center, and this is straight out of Google. So this is not a scam crypto. This is straight out of Google. I gave you the link. You type it right in and see for yourself. Nile Holdings is a diversified holding company that's been mining Bitcoin. It was previously known as ALT, A-U-L-T, Global Holdings. Now, ALT is also going to have their own coin, the altcoin, and they're going to have their own exchange as well. So I'll let you know when the altcoin comes out. You can also pay, if you wanted to pay $2,500, you could be a miner. They'll give you a mining license, and then you can make money off that. It was previously known as Alt Global and is now operating under the name Alt Alliance. So if you look up the name AULT and then space and then put Alliance, you can then learn about there's going to be following a planned merger with its subsidiary Alt Alliance. Bitcoin mining. Let me do a deeper dive here. I can't share my Grok one because it costs money and it won't allow me to give you the link. So you have the data center, the Hyperscale data center, and then they're going to have their own crypto exchange. This is all getting planned right now. You're going to be able to start mining crypto. If you wanted to buy their 25, we'll go to Alt Alliance right now. This is all tied in with BitNile. These are all the same companies. Let's see. So here's the evidence. Some of you are trying to see how does Crypto Hulk showing Alt Alliance and their crypto stuff. Here it is right here. In this article, it's on the NASDAQ. The title is Alt Alliance announces a corporate name change to Hyperscale Data. So that's how you can see this Alt Alliance and Hyperscale connection right there. This will be absolutely massive. Now here we have Business Wire. Here's where I'm going to show you how BitNile is mixed up with Alt Alliance, which owns, these are all these three companies are the same thing. Let me show you this right here. It'll tie it all together so you'll see this connection. Because you got me talking about BitNile. There's a company right there. I just sent it to you. BitNile Holdings plans to change its name to Alt Alliance. So BitNile is the one that has a crypto exchange. And I'll send you that one again right here. And they're changing up. They used to just do mining, but now they're going to have everything a crypto exchange where you'll start being the miners. Oh my God, and then they're going to have the XRP in their treasury. It's pretty massive. Let me see what I got. What is altcoin? Altcoin is described on the website as a native digital currency. They're in phase 1 right now. Remember now, all the stuff I'm showing you, it's all early. This has not taken off yet, okay? This is all being set up. Now, on the New York Stock Exchange, you can find Alt, A-U-L-T. So these are all functioning companies. You could look up Hyperscale Data, Hyperscale Data Inc. It's on the New York Stock Exchange. You could look up Alt Alliance. That's another company. It's on the New York Stock Exchange as AULT. These are all real companies. BitNile, that's a real company. We just read that right here on Business Wire. Talks about BitNile Holdings, changes his name to Alt. These are all the same company. There's like 3 different companies, and they changed their names, okay? So these are all legitimate. There's no scam here. These are all real companies forming a crypto exchange that's ready to take off, I think, January. So you're 6 months early. So that's why a lot of this information is hard to find, okay? But you're getting in at the very beginning of this. If you choose to. I'm just showing you the evidence. Don't buy anything I tell you to. You might make a ton of money, all right? So very interesting what we got right here with the BitNile and all that Nile crypto. Let me look here. Hyperscale Data, that company goes back to 1969. It's 56 years old, okay? The company is actively involved in subsidiaries like Alt Capital Group. Then you got Alt Markets. Look, this is a massive company that's restructuring. And they're changing their names. Yeah, the company goes back all the way to 1969. It started off like called Nile Holdings all the way back, and then it was DPW Holdings, Alt Global Holdings. They've had different names they use. They plan to have an XRP lending platform. So here's what they're working on. It's going to launch in Q3 of 2025. So you got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Right around September, October, November. This is why I'm telling you now. This is all early, okay? You want to find cryptos that are early. You want to find exchanges that are not even put together yet. They're almost ready to go. This one is ready to launch in Q3 of 2025. That's coming up in maybe 1 to 2 months, okay? Probably 2 months. Alt Capital Group plans to launch an enterprise-focused XRP lending platform. Oh my God. And this is a real company. It's on a stock exchange, okay? This is not some little scam thing. This decentralized finance application will offer XRP denominated loans. You know what? They're going to need more than $10 million. They're going to have to buy $20, $30, $50 million of this stuff, at least $100 million of XRP. XRP for denominated loans secured by company assets or convertible into common stock, leveraging the XRP ledger for fast, low-cost transactions. Alt Capital Group has committed to purchasing at least $10 million before the end of 2025 to support this platform with XRP futures on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I'm reading to you right out of Grok. So this is not any kind of scam deal, okay? This is straight out of Grok. You can verify everything I'm saying right here. If you go to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, you can see this alt companies setting up futures. It's all right here. This is big time right here. This isn't somebody in their garage making crypto. That Nile coin, that's what this is. This is Nile they're going to use. It's going to be backed with XRP and shit, but it's the Nile coin is what they're using. This was announced in May, like a couple months ago, 2025, that they're going to have, let me read this again, $10 million of XRP by the end of 2025 to support XRP futures on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. This crypto company is going on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Just letting you know it's not a scam, okay? This was announced in the NASDAQ article dated May 28th, 2025. So if you go to NASDAQ, look up May 28, 2025, new NASDAQ news for the day, you'll see this right in there and you'll be like, damn, Crypto Hulk, this shit's about to go live. And that's why I'm telling you right now, so you can look into it. And if you're interested, you can buy stock on both of these companies, Alt and the Hyperscale Data, or you can buy the Nile token. It's your choice. I'd look into it personally. Alt Markets is developing a United States-based DEX, okay? Headquartered in Las Vegas, set to launch early 2026, everybody. Now is your chance to get in early on both of these companies. The one stock was 66 cents. Like, oh my God. Wait, you're going to wait for it to get what, $100 before you buy it? Oh my God. Stop. So it's GPUS, George Paul Union Sam. That's the Hyperscale Data stock. And the alt stock would be AULT. Alt Markets. So scheduled for a launch in Q1 2026, operated by Alt Markets, will enable the tokenizing of assets. Here we go, everybody. Like public equities, real estate, structured finance products. It targets broker dealers and institutional investors. Oh my God. The platform, listen to this. You can verify this. Make sure it's all real, right? The platform will integrate with Alt Blockchain, a custom network for institutional grade, as announced in the NASDAQ article on July 11th, 2025. So you can go to the NASDAQ Look up NASDAQ News at NASDAQ.com or whatever it is. Look up July 11th. You'll see right there what I'm talking about. This shit's going live. You don't have to believe it. You can think it's a scam. That's fine, but you'll be missing out. Alt Markets plans to deploy a high-performance validator node on the Solana blockchain Q3 2025. That's right around September, everybody. They're getting all ready to run the nodes and shit. They're going live, everybody, around January. If you look at investing.com, go to July 7th, 2025. The article will be titled Hyperscale Data as a Key Infrastructure Partner in the Solana Ecosystem. Everybody, this is massive. You're getting in on a BitNile crypto when it's like, what, 3 or 4 zeros in front of it? Like, amazing. Just letting you know. The Hyperscale Data, the main company of all the alt and the BitNile company, they're working. That company where the stock 66 cents, they just partnered up with Solana. Oh, man. Hyperscale will be a key infrastructure partner with Solana, participating in the Solana Foundation Delegation Program. Oh, my God. BitNile.com. Now, what does this have to do with it? Well, that's the crypto, Nile. A subsidiary of Hyperscale Data is called BitNile.com. It's launching a new coin on the Solana blockchain. That's the one that you guys are maybe buying right now. Maybe some of you guys are doing a little pumped up, but this is what we're talking about right here. That got released April 23rd, 2025. That's when we went over this. It combines gaming and blockchain to enhance user engagement. All right. Okay, Solana blockchain is utilized for alt markets validator node and BitNile.com's coin launch, indicating engagement with Solana's high throughput ecosystem as seen in Stock Titan article on April 23rd, 2025. Now, the alt company, remember you got 3. You got BitNile, alt, and Hyperscale. Those 3 companies, okay? They're all working together. They're the same company. But legally, they structure it to where they're not for tax purposes, but it's all the same fucking company, all right? It's kind of like, for those that don't understand, you go to like an auto shop, what's a Napa auto shop, and then in the same building, they have like an engine repair place, but it's called a different name. That's the same thing. It's owned by the same people, but if you try to sue the engine shop, you can't sue Napa because they're 2 separate. But that's a lot of times what auto shops will do is have a parts repair facility or something in there, but call it a different name, but it's the same fucking company. That's what we got going here. Now, alt blockchain, which they're going to come out with a crypto also too, a proprietary blockchain under development. Right now it's under development. It's going to be called Stable Share, and the DEX designed for rapid asset management settlement. It was in a NASDAQ article. So if you go to the NASDAQ again, July 11th, you'll see there's something going to be called Stable Share. It's going to be a DEX. So this company will have BitNile crypto, and you'll have the Stable Share, which is still coming out right now. A lot of excitement with this one here. And I'm going to go check on my program to make sure you guys are still live. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. So we got a newer member. This guy's a new member, 46 JDMA. He was actually one of the, I don't want to say anything about this person, but now all of a sudden I think he enjoys being a member, huh? So, yeah, he's a pretty new member right there. Let me write down that. Let's see, 46 Like I always, I told this guy about a month ago. I mean, if you watch my show and you download these wallet things and so forth, you got to make monkey. Like it's so easy, a monkey could do it to make money. But you got to get in before everybody else. That's why I told him get in on the $500 club thing. And I mean, I'd said one time, man, it's so easy. A monkey. Look, the show's not an ATM machine. Your timing, you've got to have good timing. And looks like he's been practicing. I told him to start with $5 trades. Just buy shit for $5. When you can double your money consistently or whatever, then go to $10 and then hit 50. And then, so it looks like he wants to keep that membership going. So congrats. Thanks for signing up for next month again. Alrighty then. Let's go to, let me read some comments real quick and we'll go to the next article. We're at 30 minutes. Let me see here. Yep, so that crypto is pushing about 300%. The Nile token. It's a good crypto. I mean, I just read all the shit off. I'm not trying to sell a used car. This thing is going to go ballistic. When that alt crypto exchange comes out, then you got this Nile crypto Vault Alliance. They're working together. It's all the same company. Then you got the power data. Look, this thing is going to be freaking King Kong. All right. And they're working with XRP loaning and lending. I already let you know, like this thing, this is a massive, massive opportunity. And I'm going to click out of this right now and go on to other news. But you're in early and congratulations. Let me click out of all this. So yeah, they got like their gaming. So because they're trying to, you don't want to have just one type of customer. So they're going to have a gaming platform. Then they're going to have the XRP lending platform. Then they're going to have buy and sell crypto. So they're trying to get everything really. They got their own data power center with 400 milliwatts or whatever that fucking shit is. Like, look, this company is going to be able to, it's amazing. I'm going to stop talking about it, but I gave you all the links to click on. I want you to be educated about a crypto. I don't want to just talk about a crypto. I want to show you that this crypto here is going to be massive because, and I showed you all that evidence with the different links. These are real companies out in the real world. This company's been around for 56 years. These are not somebody that just made a crypto. They graduated their tech college at Berkeley and they all met as college roomies. No, this fucking company's been around 56 fucking years. So, and they've been in crypto mining from day one. So this company was back dealing with computers and shit and power and stuff like that. You're dealing with a company that's, you can look up the companies I showed you already. You can look at their history and see how long they've been around for like 30, 40, 50 years. The original company has been around 56 years. The other companies, maybe 20 or 30 years. Then they all kind of like came out from each other. The Hyperscale Data like gave birth to Nile, then it gave birth to Alt, and I guess the daddy ran away or something. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the next article. I want to show you something here. I'm going to get rid of all these hyperscale. Just congratulations. Even if you didn't buy it, just this is a great opportunity to get in on a massively important crypto. Let me click out of that. Okay, the United States Treasury. Here we go with this article. This is a short article. It's bajo. Es muy bajo. Copy. Crypto Hulk. We don't speak Spanish on the channel. I know. Because I want to make sure everybody understands what's said. Cirrhosis of liver. Oh, that's a good one. I got it. I thought it was like some English guy, but it's cirrhosis. Oh, nice. You always got to have a comedian on the show. Delgadov, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. Appreciate it. Crypto She-Hulk is telling us on June 5th, Trump signed executive order, modernization of digital payments, everybody. It's coming, everybody. It's not here right now. We're getting set up. I just got done showing you a tremendous opportunity that this thing hasn't even taken off. I'm showing you what you can become a node. You want to be a validator node on this alt systems? You pay, I can get you a link for $2,000, not $2,500, but $2,000 to become, you get a license, and then you start being a miner, and you're making money. As this thing takes off, you're making, I'm just letting you know. Okay, limited time offer. Ron Weber. Ron, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Appreciate it. Now, let me get to the article. You guys keep distracting me. Let me do a copy and then a paste. Hold on. Okay. The United States Treasury declares a golden age of crypto, everybody. The United States Treasury Secretary, we'll give you his name here in a minute, Scott Bessent. Scott Bessent urges crypto builders to flood in. Everybody, they're letting you know, like this thing, we're getting closer. I've been waiting 5 years. God, but at least we're having fun on Sunday, right? But Crypto Hulk, I'm in Australia. It's Monday, and I'm like, shut up. You and that funny accent you guys got. Americans, we have the original accents in America. The United States is unleashing a crypto renaissance. Oh my God. I love this. The United States is embracing blockchain innovation with sweeping regulatory clarity, massive institutional backing, and an open call for global Web3 dominance. Oh my God. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent stated on social media X that, listen to this, the United States is now entering a transformative period for blockchain innovation. I needed to hear that. Describing it as a pivotal era for digital assets. He's basically telling you all green light is coming, okay? I don't care what the price is today. I'm not even fucking worried. I'm just trying to buy the cheap crypto right now. His message underscored the administration's support for emerging technologies tied to decentralized computing and digital financial systems. Oh, we just read about all this right now with Nile. The comments signaled a departure from earlier Gary Gensler, Joe Biden regulatory skepticism and reflected a push to align the U.S. policy with the accelerating pace of global crypto development. Oh my God. Bessent, the secretary, framed this transition as what? A fundamental shift in national strategy. I'm telling you what, I might get a little bit of a chubby going right now, just have to be honest. He said, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, said, the United States has entered the golden age of crypto. Okay, keep talking, Crypto Hulk. Don't stop it. You're on a roll. He explained that under POTUS, the President of the United States, we are exploring new possibilities in decentralized computing, digital payments to unlock the potential of blockchain technology. Oh, fucker. His statement included a direct appeal to crypto founders. Listen, here's what he says in quotes. So start your companies here. Launch your protocols here. That's what we're reading about right there with Nile and Alt Finance. They're open. They're getting set up, everybody. I just read it for 30 minutes. We just read it. They're getting launched and ready to go, ready to rock and roll January 1st. And they're getting all their crypto shit set up now, August 12th, buying the XRP. They're getting all ready, everybody. Start your companies here. Launch your protocols here and hire your workers here. Bessent said, urging them to build operations, develop protocols, and grow teams within the United States. President Donald Trump, let me get some water. President Donald Trump has publicly stated his intention to make the United States the global capital of crypto. I like this. Under the leadership of Chair Paul Atkins, the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission is moving away from regulatory or regulation by enforcement. That's that Gary Gensler shit. And toward a more collaborative, policy-driven approach. Besant's remarks following the signing into law of the guiding, and here's genius, guiding and establishing national innovation for U.S. stablecoins. That's what genius stands for. The SEC launched what they call Project Crypto. I love hearing this. And the White House release of the crypto report by the president's working group. Oh my God, that's very encouraging. Well, we're at 41 minutes here. RDigi, here's a taste for Zoltar. Get him a lap dance, Hulk. Well, he might end up calling his girlfriend over once the show's over. You know, he's got a little, if you throw him a little cash, he's going to try to get a little, you know what the rest is. So, let's look here. The $500 club, what it is I prefer a donation. So you look at your chat box. First, you download YouTube to your phone. That's the first thing you have to do. And then from there, make a username and password. If you look down here at the chat box, once you did that, you'll see a money symbol. You can push that. And there's super chat. You could gift a member some money or a super sticker. How about the super chat button? You can hit that. And it's a one-time payment, and it gets you access to Crypto Hulk. Pretty much for new people, I'm a little more forgiving, and I'm trying to help them get along. But then after a while, you learn a lot of shit, and then you just want those before the show announcements of what you need to do. So yeah, you just, if you want to have me look at your cryptos that you have, we can go over them. Some people get a membership every month. Some people skip a month or two, then get another one back. I mean, just whatever your needs are. Like if you know for the next 2 months you want to buy crypto, I got people working with me. So that's how people don't get destroyed on a lot of these cryptos. Because I will not, we'll look at the technical analysis and we check all that stuff. And we don't see a lot of sharks in the water and stuff, then we'll go for it. Have a little fun. This crypto channel is not an ATM machine. Don't buy anything that I'm telling you to. What I do is I simply show you what cryptos are out there that excite me, that have great connections and a lot of future. And that's all. Now, whether you go buy them or not, or pumped up, I have no control over that. I show cryptos that I think are amazing and have growth potential, cryptos that have good connections and that are stable, I guess. And then whatever you do with that information, that's up to you. So, or if you want me to look at what project is it, Hulk, I got to give you that code. If Crypto She-Hulk can put that code up, I'm going to do it right now. But what you have to do is this code right here is the exact crypto. If you're interested in looking at it and maybe buying it or just looking at it, this is what the code is right there. You put that code in the search bar and you'll make sure you get the right one. There's different ones. I like this one right here, this liquidity pool. So there it is. You just copy that and then go over and then paste. And if you have a Phantom wallet, it's right in there. And yeah, that'll be it. So whatever you do not buy the $500, I think it's called VIP 1-to-1. Don't buy that because I'm not going to talk to anybody. I've had too many people where they get a month or 29 days and they cancel. So after 1 or 2 people did that, I'm not having any more of that again. So you're going to make a donation and understand it takes sometimes 2 to 3 days for that donation to clear. So just because you give a donation, you might not get a call from me or talk to me for 1, 2 days, maybe 3, because it takes that long to clear. Especially in the United States right now, it's a Sunday, so ain't shit happening until tomorrow. So probably you'll start getting calls from Crypto Hulk maybe 2 days after you join or something like that. So some days it might be the same day. It just depends if it's on a Monday or a Tuesday or if you buy shit on a weekend. Hey, if you buy something Friday, you're going to be waiting till like Monday or Tuesday to get a hold of me. So you're going to start getting all stressed out. Oh, shit, this guy stole my money. It's been 4 days. No, because you bought it on a Friday after banking hours. So that's those 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, those don't even count. And then it takes sometimes 2 days for the bank. So that's 4 days. So it depends on when you buy it. So don't stress out. I didn't steal your money. All right. We got Delight Crypto TX. Thank you very much for that donation there. Juno, tequila party every day. Tequila fund party every day. Oh my gosh. Slow it down there, buddy. Slow it down. All right. 15 minutes left. Okay, this is a good one. Now, Brad Garlinghouse, let me just, I'm going to show you the article. First, I got to explain the article. Or I got to give you a little history. Let me do that. If you watch Crypto Hulk Show, I've already shown all the evidence and proven everything and how Ripple is the government. Ripple is designed by about 5 families, the top 5 families in the world, who wanted to come up with a master plan to control everybody, make us slaves. So they created something called cryptocurrency, or they found really, really smart people that went to work for these families or organizations in the government, whatever it is. It's a government, rich people to control us plan to have cryptocurrency. I've shown all the evidence with Ripple and all that. And what I'm going to show you today is Brad Garlinghouse is telling people that they're not partners with Swift. So let me explain something to you. Ripple's under non-disclosure agreements, okay? They can't talk about any partnerships they have. Now, I'm not saying Brad Garlinghouse lies or people at Ripple lie. They just can't tell you the truth, okay? So in this article here, let me read some of it, but I'm going to show you how Swift is already using XRP and have wallets. I started showing you guys this evidence like back in October of last year. So we're almost at a year now when Swift is already using Ripple technology, okay, with wallets and all kinds of stuff. Let me show you the article here. Ripple CEO debunks Swift partnership. What he's trying to prove to people, he's saying, no, we're not partners with Swift. Okay, now, Ripple you don't have to be partners with one another. Visa, for instance, Visa bought Earthport and Currency Cloud. Visa bought Ripple technology at about $1.5 billion. Visa does not need to be a Ripple partner to utilize Ripple services. Do you get it? So Swift does not. Do I think Swift's a Ripple partner? Yes. Do I think David Schwartz makes trips to Swift and help him? Yes. Ripple is setting up the whole world's infrastructure for payments. So just like, okay, Australia, Dilip Rao left. I'm not going to show the evidence. I don't got time. I've shown that 3 million times already. Dilip Rao was there from day one at Ripple, okay? He stayed there, I don't know, 9 years or somewhere in there. Then he left to go work for the government of Australia to hook up your cryptocurrency over there for all the Aussies. That's brilliant. You've got a Ripple executive goes to your country and hooks up your government with crypto. Truly amazing. But that's how it works. Now, was Ripple a part of that? Well, not really, but yes. I think unofficial. Look, you know, Dilip Rao is making calls. Hey, David Schwartz, what do I do with this or that? You know, they're doing all that. Okay. It's just not official. Okay. So this is what Brad Garlinghouse is talking about right here. He made it clear that Ripple is not partnering with Swift, the global messaging system considered the backbone of all the banks in the world. According to a clip at an old Ripple swell now circulating among XRP investors, Garlinghouse emphasized that Ripple is not working with Swift, but instead aims to replace it. This comes as Ripple is starting to increase the global push. So what we have here, if you look at this article, Chainlink, go down to where it says in dark bold letters, Ripple's global network expanding. Go to the third paragraph. Swift officially made a partnership with Chainlink. So this is what we got here. Swift officially is working with Chainlink. Okay. But let me show you a little something right here. What Chainlink does is utilize their oracles. Oh shit, we got another red one. Man, you're a quick little devil, aren't you? Let me write this one down in my book. Let's see here. We got Rob. Welcome to the show, Rob. Thanks for giving a donation. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm 24/7 high on cocaine and heroin. Just thought I'd let you know. Nuts. Okay, we'll be in touch in a few days, 2 days or something like that. I got to make sure everything balances out. Don't worry, I didn't steal your money. We'll probably be talking earlier than that, but I try to tell people 2 to 3, sometimes like 1 day, something like that. The article, what I just sent you. Oh yeah, I just sent you here. Ripple partners with Chainlink to boost Ripple Labs USD stablecoin. So look, Brad Garlinghouse is trying to say that they're not partners with Swift and all that stuff. Look, it doesn't even matter. Swift is running on XRP and Chainlink. Right here, Ripple partners with Chainlink. So you mean to tell me Chainlink joined Swift and is like, nope, Swift, I'm not going to help you out with any of the Ripple stuff. Even though Chainlink is interacting, Chainlink is integrated into the Ripple and probably Ripple into Chainlink, but they're not going to share that with Swift. That's so fucking stupid. Of course, Swift is utilizing XRP and Chainlink, okay? Now, here's more evidence. So I just showed you one piece of evidence right there. That should be enough, but some people want more. Well, let me show you this one then. Okay, right here. What is it? So we're looking at Swift page. We are on the Swift website. Swift, UBS, which is a bank in Singapore, and Chainlink, they're working together. Look here, launch as part of the Monetary Authority of Singapore. So we're dealing with crypto, okay? We're dealing with banks. But look right here. There's something called Ripple Singapore. Isn't that something? I've been showing you this for 3 years now. I want you to go to the 2-minute, 16-second mark. 2-minute, 16-second mark. What do we see? A Ripple logo. And what does it say? Ripple Singapore. So Chainlink is working with Swift along with the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Chainlink's a Ripple partner. I'm looking at Ripple Singapore here. This is all connected, you guys. So whether Brad Garlinghouse wants to, look, he doesn't have to admit they're partners or not. They're using it, and Ripple, of course, helped Swift. Ripple's not like, well, we're not going to help you, Swift. That's so fucking stupid. You know David Schwartz flew over there and helped those people, okay? So let's not get this thing twisted. Ripple has a relationship in Singapore with the government, It talks about gold and silver in your wallet. They already had gold and silver vaults in Singapore. Ripple has, I already shown all the evidence. I'm not showing it again right now. I've been showing you this evidence for almost 3 years. Ripple has vaults, a vault that they use called the Safe House. It's in Singapore. And Ripple Singapore is a real thing. You could look that up. This is a real thing. You could type in Ripple Singapore and you can read it for yourself. It's already a thing. So this whole Swift thing, not being with Ripple, here's your third piece of evidence. It's a company called Thunes, Thunes. Here's more evidence. The evidence never stops. Everything I say is correct because I speak with evidence. Here's this title. Thunes enables banks to unlock mobile wallet payments, okay, via their existing Swift connectivity. Let's look at the second paragraph. Thunes, Thunes. Thunes' new network capability. I wonder what new capability that would be, Crypto Hulk. How is Thunes hooking up Swift and they have wallets and shit for what? Cryptocurrency. I'll show you here in a minute. It's okay. Brad Garlinghouse can say that they're not working with Swift, but I got all the evidence right here. I'm about to drop another one for you. You're going to love it. Thunes' new network capability allows financial institutions connected to Swift to become members of Thunes Proprietary. That means they're special direct global network. Well, I wonder what network that is. And process fast, reliable cross-border payments to 120 mobile wallet brands around the world, without needing to undertake a separate technical integration to Thunes. Through this new connection. Now, when is this article? Oh, last year when I was reading it to you in October. This new connection they got is leveraging Swift's connectivity to financial institutions. They're now hooked up to 130 countries, everybody. This was last year. I bet you the whole world's hooked up right now. Now, let's see where Ripple comes into this. You're going to love it. And then you're going to say, why is Brad Garlinghouse trying to tell people the wrong thing? Wait, hold on a minute. We got another one. Cirrhosis of liver. Didn't know about the daily spend limit. FYT. Oh, damn. We got another one here, folks. Good heavens. Okay, let me take a little pause break here. Cirrhosis of liver. That's a very interesting one. That's a good one, by the way. Appreciate that one. First, I thought, like I said, is this guy must be from England or something, like Sir John whatever, and it turns out he's not even talking about that. Okay, it was August 3rd. All right, we'll be in touch in a day or two. Go to, if you're brand new, X, look for @CryptoHulk19. It's all crunched together as one. The C for Crypto Hulk is capital and the H is capital. The rest of the letters are small. If you type in anything different than @Crypto Hulk with a capital C and an H, then you get to a scammer. Just so I'd let you know. And let me continue with this. We're almost done. So right here, look at this article I'm going to show you. There's your Swift connection with Ripple and right there with Thunes. Let's read. Thunes Bank, that's already working with Swift and shit like that, partners with a bank in Africa. So now we know Africa's hooked up, at least North Africa. It's called Adidjawafa Bank. And if we look at the third paragraph, let me read you something right here. Thunes is connected to Adidjawafa Bank via Ripple. Oh, shit. The leader in enterprise and blockchain solutions and its global financial technology, RippleNet. The connection to RippleNet and Thunes will allow, I think I've read enough. So we've got Swift working with Thunes, and they're talking about they have a new payment system that's fast and shit. It's Ripple. Swift is utilizing Ripple, okay? So Brad Garlinghouse can say whatever he wants, but I just showed you all kinds of, I just showed you 3. And if I keep looking, I'll find 4, 5, 6, 7. So do we know officially if Swift is? They're not going to announce it even if they are, okay? But I understand he's under non-disclosure, so he can't tell us the truth. But I can, and I just did. Now, you know what's interesting is Circle is mixed up in this. Yep, because the same guy, Jed McCaleb, who helped create Ripple, also went off to start Stellar. Now, Circle's mixed up in this. Look right here. Thunes and Circle to launch stablecoin powered liquidity management solution. There you go. So you got Jed McCaleb, the same guy that started Ripple, started Stellar. And if we look right here on the Circle page, let's take a little look, everybody. Circle runs on Stellar. There you go. Let's look at that evidence right there. Yep. Experience the power of USDC on Stellar. USDC on Stellar combines the power and inclusivity of the Stellar network with one of the world's most widely used dollar digital currencies. There you go. And that brings us to a close for today's show. Right at 1 hour, and then it changed right after that when I said that. Good timing. Let me check the comment section and see what you guys are up to. Swift announced they was working with HBAR. Well, HBAR is a Ripple customer as well as Algorand. Let's take a little look at that. I don't mind looking at this. There we go. That's a big article right there. Here is that link. Let me do a copy and a paste. So now we know Chainlink integrated with Ripple. And we know that Ripple is a partner with Hedera. Ripple is also a partner with Algorand. So you're going to tell me that they're not sharing the information stuff? That you're fucking high. Of course they're sharing it. They're all linked. They're all working together. I just showed you this. Look, they're not going to announce it because Ripple has all this non-disclosure shit they can't talk about. I can talk about it because I show you all the fucking evidence right there. They're all working together, all right? I don't need to see that on print. It's called fucking common sense in reading news. They're telling you they're partners. Ripple's partner with Hedera and Algorand. Oh, but they're not going to share anything with Chainlink. That's so fucking stupid. Chainlink's with Swift, Crypto Hulk, but Ripple's not a part of that. That's so fucking stupid because Chainlink and Ripple are partners. Some people are just too fucking stupid. I can't help them. All right. Green Touch Enterprises says another great one. And I think we'll wrap the show up with that. I don't know if I'm going to have a show in the morning. I'm not certain on that. I don't have any news at all left over. But we'll see. Anyhow, take care, and I'll see you in the next broadcast.